Yeah, it's Barb coming to you from my craft studio. This is just going to be a little opening for it's Tool Week in the Unofficial GOC. So I thought I'd do a little video on the different items and how I'm storing them and how I'm doing in the challenge. This video is going to be about stamps, both mounted and unmounted stamps. I did film how I'm storing all of mine, and I will add that on to the end of this. But this is all I have left to either catalog or put away. I thought I was done with my coloring stuff, and I found a set of paints that I did not catalog. So I'll have to check and see how they work before I decide whether I catalog them. A lot of it's just little odds and ends, and I also have some glitter left to catalog, but I need to get some more little bottles to put them in when I open those bags up, because I don't like glitter in little bags. It's kind of what Tiffany recommends. It's just like a little sample bag in your scrap rack, and I discovered I don't like that. Maybe it's because I have issues sometimes with fine motor at times, and it seemed to flare that up. So I just put them in little bottles, and I find that easier than the bags. So I need to buy some more of those hopefully tomorrow, and then I need to get through the rest of this container. But I'm really happy I'm down from a bin in that cart to just this, a much smaller bin. And then this little purple bin, I think I covered it in the video, but it's basically just a few, I think right now it's all stamps of life that I have recently received and haven't played with yet. So I just wanted to leave them out and kind of play with them. They are all cataloged. I did do that much, but I wanted to play with them and then put them away. And then that bin full thing there, this first cube has stuff that I'm currently working on, my color catalogs there, because it's in progress, and then I'll go once I know I've got everything on it on the pages that I currently have, I will put them into my rainbow binders. I'm going to just put them at the front of each color section, and then there's some fabric for projects that I'm that I'm getting ready to work on. I have a few Thanksgiving blocks to do, and I have a few masks to do. I have some cub masks for hubby, and I want to do some Christmas ones for myself. But the Christmas ones I'm not in that big of a hurry on. I do want to get the Thanksgiving mats done soon, and I got to get some more binding for because I do also have one Halloween one over there that I didn't have any binding, so I couldn't finish it. And so far it hasn't been on sale anywhere, so I just haven't bought it. I figured that Halloween one was just kind of an extra one. Next year I'll have 3 rather than the 2 I have this year. But that's really all I've got to cover on stamps. I'm hoping to film videos for punches, dies, stencils, embossing folders. So I'm thinking a lot of those maybe I can group together. Stamps took a little longer because they're in a few different places, and there were mounted and unmounted stamps. So if you're participating or trying to organize your craft studio, drop me a line, tell me how you're doing. Tiffany will be having an official Get Organized challenge in January is the plan right now. She does pretty much have her crafty casita done, so I'm thinking she probably will be able to do it in January. She said she was hoping to get one done this fall, but it just, you know how construction goes. It just took a little bit longer for them to finish. Then they had to paint and get everything loaded in, and she goes, it just wasn't ready in time. She says, basically she can't start now and finish before the holidays, so she just decided to wait until January and do one then. But November 2nd is HSN Craft Day. It's Monday the 2nd according to their schedule. I will double check that because Tiffany kept saying it was the 3rd on one of our lives, and according to HSN site it is the 2nd. So I'm going to double check and make sure nothing's changed there, but I don't see them changing their whole schedule because they had a bunch of stuff down for the 3rd already. Trying to think of who. I the kickoff might be Crafter's Companion that day. I'm not 100%. Going by my memory is not a good thing. But I'm pretty sure that's who it was. But thanks for joining me. I'll catch you next time. My stamps are in these Totally Tiffany, what does she call them? Crafty cutter cards, I think is what she calls them now. Like this has all of my Sweet Stamp Shop stamps and stamps that are specifically planner related. I just put right in here. This started out being called my planner card. I have inks there that I mainly bought for my planner. I think there's also a bag. I used one of Tiffany's new bags to put these little round and some square ones too, stamps in there that I bought for my planner. And then I just put this in the back pocket of this cart. And like these ones I numbered SSS and then 1, 2, 3. I just numbered the envelope, so then any set that's in that envelope has that number. It's enough to lead me back to the correct location. So that's, the cart goes over here, and then this cart here is another one of the Tiffany Crafty Cutter cards. It just doesn't have the tabletop on it, which I have 2 tabletops. I'm okay with that. This here has my Stamps of Life because I joined their Die Hard Club, so I have gathered a few. And I did the same thing. They're labeled TSOL 01 and on, and then any stamp set in there has, any stamp in this envelope has 1 on it, and so forth. Oh, I think this one, I think the reason it was out was I have a little basket over here on my desk just of ones that I've gotten that I haven't played with yet, and I want to play with them before I put them away. And then the back one has the TSOL folded. I did the same thing there. I labeled them TSOL FI, and then one has the pumpkin and the candy corn folded. And I also put the candy corn stamp set that came with that right in the envelope. Right now I have ones that I cut out in there. I don't know that I would, they might end up going into my completed card section because those are all cards. So. But that's that drawer. The second drawer has Crafter's Companion. This one is stamps and or dies. And I labeled those with a CC for Crafter's Companion and then the number. These ones are Crafter's Companion embossing folders. It's mainly the 3D ones, but I did have 1 or 2 other ones that weren't 3D that I just went ahead and put in here too. These 3D ones are really thick. I'll cover those more during folder week. I think, are there any stamps down here? No, I think the rest are dies. Are not stamps. I do have one more thing of stamps. Let's see if I can grab that real quick. This here is a Totally Tiffany fab pile, and it has all of my Kindred stamps in it. She makes some really cute stamps. I don't think she's real well known, but she does a lot of like pop culture ones. Like this set here. It's called Just a Nap, I believe is what that one's called. Once Upon a Nap. I don't know how well you can see that. It's got quite a glare on it there. That's better. So, and there was a cute Christmas set that I got recently too, which is in there backwards because this is something I do on my clear stamps, is I label on the back, I put all the categories that I cataloged it under, so if I ever decide I don't want the stamp set anymore, I can go through and pull all those representations. She has some really cute stamp sets. But that's how I filed my Kindred stamps once. I really wish Tiffany sold these boxes on their own, because I know eventually I'm going to need more. I know on HSN they sold them with the envelopes and the magnets, but I have quite a few of those left, the envelopes and magnets, but I'm thinking I'm going to need more of the, and I could see needing the envelopes probably more than the magnets, because I have quite a stash of, right now I just have all my spare envelopes and magnets down here. And on my ones that had multiples, I kind of color coded them. I think, what did I make it? I think red was a stamp set. The blue was if I had like the digital images. I was going to use yellow for the stickers because some of the sweet stamps have matching stickers, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. And then there's green in there, which I use for my dies. But right now I just have those extras stored in that bottom bin. If it starts getting full, I would move that back into my catalog station is behind here. I keep things that I use to catalog or put stuff away. There's extra scrap rack pages, my cataloging stickers, because I just made stickers for each of the themes so that instead of having to write them down, I just pull the sticker off and slap it on there. Extra sleeves for my paper are down there. Extra dividers for the scrap rack and things like that. Little baggies that I use. So that's how I store my stamps. This is my scrap rack, as you can tell. Most of my unmounted stamps are right in my scrap rack. I just filed them under the theme specific. Now these ones I put under designers, Julie Nutting, because that's where I would think to look for them, is under the Julie Nutting dolls. I don't have very many of those, though I do love them. Trying to think if there's any other ones. Just looking to see if I had another stamp category in there, but I'm not seeing any right away. A lot of my stamps ended up going in the theme card making, because, and then I cross-reference. Now this is cooking food. It does have a few stamps here. We've got this one that has a bunch of little sweet treats on it, so I just filed it right in the pocket.